10 inexpensive fragrance alternatives that smell just as good as the original. All right, we're gonna get into this incredible list, but before we do, remember to give a very original click to the like button if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive in. So first up, this is one that is, I mean, a gem, a hidden gem maybe. It's $21 to $25 usually, and it's very close to a Dior that's gonna cost you $120 or so. I'm talking about Fragrance World's Parfum Dior M Sport. So this is obviously an alternative to Dior M Sport, and it smells very similar. It's actually quite similar to Dior Homme, I think it's 2020 version without the iris. There is a little bit of a sparkly citrus and aldehydes in the opening, and a little bit of a lighter handed approach to this fragrance DNA as compared to the original Dior Homme. And that's true of obviously Dior Sport as well. But this one, the difference I will tell you from the Dior is going to be in the quality of the fragrance oils. There's just no getting around that. The Dior is going to have higher quality fragrance oils, but the difference in the air and the difference in the actual fragrance profile is minuscule. And this is a great affordable option for Dior Homme Sport. Next up, this one is a great alternative to a fragrance because the original is actually discontinued now, although there are things that smell quite a bit similar to the original. I'm talking about this one from Lattafa. This is Sucrate, and it's actually an alternative to Acqua di Gio Profumo, you know, fresh, woody, aquatic, very pleasant, mass-pleasing, compliment magnet. Of course, Profumo has a little bit of incense, which really does make it darker as compared to the original Acqua di Gio. And this one from Lattafa is going to get you quite close to that, you know, back when you could buy it, $150 fragrance. So nowadays, if you want something that smells like Profumo, there are some options from Armani that you could go with, or for 25 bucks, pick up the Lattafa right here. I think you'll be pleased with it. Next is actually a fragrance, I've got to be honest, I never smelled the original. I'm talking about Bulgari Acqua Amara, which apparently Acqua Amara means bitter waters, and this was the kind of bitter water twist on Bulgari Acqua. This one from Pandora Scents is Pandora Amoris, and what it is a kind of salty seaweed citrus twist on the original Bulgari Acqua. I think most of the Aqua fragrances had that seaweed note. This one is a little more prominent. It really is like a citrus fragrance with a twist of the air by the seashore. It's really well done, the way that they took a creative idea like that and put it into a fragrance. And although I never tried the original, what I've seen from people who own the original is that this one is actually quite accurate. And so I believe them, and the original is discontinued. So this is your only option anyway. Again, Pandora Amoris, very interesting, almost like a niche profile, but I actually really like it. I enjoyed wearing it last summer, and I will wear it again this summer as well. This next one is an original DNA that I love, that I believe is also discontinued because it's very expensive if you try to buy it online now. I'm talking about Tom Ford Mandarino di Amalfi, and this is a subsidiary of Armaf called Just Jack, and this is Amalfi Coast. I stalked websites for like a year trying to find this one. I finally was able to get a hold of it. I bought it up, and then it disappeared again for about another year. But last time I checked, it's available again, and it is incredible. It is this aromatic green, semi-sweet, aquatic, very fresh fragrance, very interesting, and very pleasant. It's perfect for spring, perfect for summer, very refreshing, and quite close to the original Amalfi Coast by Just Jack. This next one, I just smelled the original again recently, and it is confirmed this inexpensive, very good dupe is very close to the original. I'm talking about Zakat Z25. You can tell by looking at the bottle It's a clone of Bond Number 9 Bleecker Street, and it's amazing. This is a blueberry, grassy, aromatic fragrance. It's quite woody, and it's got a good bit of sweet blueberry. This one might actually have a touch more blueberry than the original. There's also a little bit of leather. There's, again, this sort of grassy greenness. It's so interesting. It's very pleasant, although it is an acquired taste. To me, it was anyway. But I love this stuff. So unique. It's spring in a bottle. Wonderful for the summer. Again, Zakat Z25. Now this next one, I went on a quest back 3 years or so ago to find a dupe, a good, inexpensive alternative to By the Fireplace by Maison Martin Margiela. And initially I picked up Lattafa. There was an old one from Lattafa that everybody had that was very cheap and very strong. Amir Al Oud Intense, that's what the Lattafa is called. Then I picked up Alexandria's, which was very close but very expensive. And finally, Fragrance World came out with this one right here, Ace of Spades, and they nailed it. So very similar to the original and very inexpensive, very good quality, long lasting. It doesn't have that kind of oudiness, pungence that the Lattafa has. Great alternative, and really not a lot of people talked about this one, but it deserves more love for sure. Ace of Spades. All right, next up, this is a newer clone release, and it is an alternative to a newer release from Jean Paul Gaultier. I'm talking about Scandal Absolu. This is Armaf's Checkmate King. This stuff is incredible. This is Mirabelle plum and chestnut twist on the Scandal Absolu DNA. It's still got that clash between the warm sweetness and the aromatic fresh spiciness, but again, this one's got a little bit of that deeper sweetness. It's a great fragrance, and it is again quite close to the original Armaf Checkmate King. This next one I think is still probably the best alternative to BR540 X-Straight. There's a bunch of alternatives to the original BR540, not so many to the X-Straight, and this one is still amazing, and it is a beast. I'm talking about all Haramain's Amber Oud Ruby Edition. I think they have Rouge Edition, which is the original BR540, but this one's got that deeper, darker almond kind of burnt sugar, just a little bit more of the heft and darkness to it. They did a great job with the twist that distinguishes BR540 from the X-Straight. And again, it's like a 14-hour fragrance, all Haramain, the Amber Oud Ruby Edition. Next up, I had another quest. Around the same time, I was looking for a By the Fireplace dupe. I was looking for a good alternative to the, in my opinion, absolute masterpiece, YSL Tuxedo. It is a gorgeous vanilla, patchouli, woody, spicy fragrance. And I picked up a bunch of them, you know, the well-known clones that are out there. I never got a hold of the Tux. It was really hard to find, real expensive, but the one I did find that beat all the others, and I think still is probably the best alternative, Fragrance World Suits. If you want a perfect fragrance for a night out, a date night, or even, I think it's even office appropriate if you don't overspray, the perfect fall fragrance, winter fragrance, warm, slightly spicy, lots of patchouli and some woods. This stuff is amazing. Fragrance World Suits. And finally, I gotta be honest again, one that I haven't smelled. However, I am going by the opinions of those that I respect, that I kind of trust their opinions on fragrances. This is an alternative to a fragrance that is discontinued now. That's why I haven't smelled it. I'm talking about Lom Ultim. This is Rassasi's Essential for Men. This is a very gentlemanly, very classy fragrance. It's definitely got some of that old school feel. I don't think this would be something that most 18-year-old guys are going to like, but I would say 30 plus, you're probably gonna love it, maybe even 25 plus. It is an aromatic fragrance, obviously. It's a ginger aromatic fragrance. It's a little bit powdery. It's definitely office safe, definitely dresses up well, but I think most fragrances that have a little bit of that classy, dressed up feel, work great casually, and this is definitely one of them. Again, Risasi, it's essential. I'm gonna do my best in editing, but my kids are going wild, so if you hear screams or growls or lamps breaking in the background, you'll know why. Thank you so much for watching. I am Justin, and this is Siage Sense.